Hello Libra, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a reading for January 31st until February the 6th, 2021. And because Valentine's Day is just around the corner, I'm going to be doing love readings for this week and next, so something a little bit different for you. As always, these will be general readings, so they may not resonate with all of you. I do invite you to take that which is for you and leave everything else behind to get into your highest vibes. And if you haven't done so already, please right now, before I even begin, hit the subscribe button so that you can see the new videos I post every single week. If this reading resonates for you, please leave me a big thumbs up and any comments or questions you might have down below. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This thing's flying out here. We got some big energy going on, Libra. These are just shooting out of the deck. Okay. Okay, Libra, overall energy for you this reading is the Sun card. We're talking abundance. We are talking happiness. Beautiful, beautiful energy around this connection for you right now. For you in this connection, we have the Star, the Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. So some Aquarian energy around you, really focusing right now on holding tight to your goals. And I kind of get the energy here that that is where all of your focus has been recently, Libra, on pushing yourself forward, on achieving the things you're looking to achieve. And as a result, it's almost like you're tangled up in this work web or goal-oriented web. So maybe not providing a lot of space, energy, or time for your relationships or for seeking out love, whatever that might look like for you. There's definitely just like a very high concentrated focus on being able to secure your future and move forward with that. For your counterpart in this love connection, we have the Six of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. So this is somebody else who is also like going after their goals right now, working to elevate their status in society, working to firm their footing in their careers. I get like for both of you that love is just like not the focus right now. You're both internalizing a lot of your own things. So spending a lot of time kind of in your own world, and you're both focusing on the same things right now. You're both focusing on advancing yourselves in your careers, on securing your positions in where you feel you belong in the communities that you're part of, particularly relating to your work life. So I'm not really seeing where the connection is coming. For the connection though, we have the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So this for me, Libra, is an energy that you are both sort of ready to go into the next step together. I'm not sure if this is a relationship that's existing and you're both trying to like get yourselves ready to take the next step in your commitment to one another, or if this is something like you both have been sort of working on your own things but have had some overlap with one another. Either way, we're coming into a place where we're ready to take it to the next level, ready to step on into the next thing, and someone's going to have that realization, one or both of you, and I think there's going to be a conversation. One of you is going to open up the conversation and say, listen, I've been working towards my own sense of security, my own sense of feeling like I found my success, feeling like I found my footing, and now I want to be able to come together and talk about what that means for building together. So we'll do some clarifying and see what else we can learn on this for you. You just came flying right out of the deck here, the Muse of Air, Muse of Voices, Muse of Swords, the King of Swords. All right, let's start with clarifying this Sun in the overall energy for you. Queen of Materials, the Moon, and the Ten of Inspiration. Yeah, the feeling that I'm getting for you here, Libra, is that there's been such a focus on getting yourself to that place of feeling happy, secure, abundant, like things are all sort of aligning for you, that love life and the relationship and commitment are sitting kind of in the back burner. There's somewhere that you're not really focusing on them, you're not shedding any light on them, because really the focus has been on getting your feet underneath you. However, with the Ten of Inspiration coming up, I do think this is about to end. I think we're about to start letting go of this sort of like work mentality, getting ready to be able to instead start to invest our energy into other things that live outside of that. The energy that both of you have is really that you've been very goal focused. You're both moving forward and trying to get yourselves in that next position where, okay, I'm ready to step into the next chapter of my life. What does that look like? And with the Three of Pentacles here, it's like, I think the sense of like family or relationship, home stability with another person is the next step that you're going to focus on. It just hasn't been necessarily where your attention has been recently, but you're preparing yourselves to walk into that now. You're preparing yourselves to get into that mindset. Let's take a look for you at this Eight of Swords energy. Okay. Who are you? Four of Materials coming up again. Ace of Emotions and the Seven of Emotions. Okay, this is interesting. So Libra, I think that this realization is really on you right now. It's like you've been clinging on so tight and so stubbornly to just getting your stuff together, getting yourself to where you feel like, okay, I have it under control. I'm taking care of the things I need to be able to go forward. But now you're like feeling like you're ready to get back to being focused on love, to renew your sense of love maybe with this person, or to be able to extend your love out to somebody if you've had your eye on them. With the Seven of Emotions here too, I think you're taking stock of your emotional self right now, where you've been kind of like task oriented is really sort of the energy I've been getting for you here. Now we're going to get into recognizing what emotions have been surfacing for us, maybe that we haven't been dealing with, or maybe that we haven't been addressing in the way that we want to. And you're going to start to really become aware of that in your body and want to start expressing them, want to start talking about them and putting them back out there. I think there is just this real energy of feeling like caught up in this web of like, task. I have to get this done. I need to do this thing to step into the next thing. I got to make sure work is number one priority for me right now. And then realizing that like now my whole life is just centered around that. And I no longer want my life to just be centered around, you know, going to work, coming home and thinking about what I need to do at work tomorrow and going back into work to make sure it gets done. You're starting to realize that like while you may be mentally stimulated where you are, you're not feeling emotionally fulfilled in that sort of lifestyle. Time to get back to a place where your heart is being nurtured. I'm going to take a look for your counterpart in this connection at their Five of Swords. Nine of Voices, Knight of Voices, and the Queen of Emotions. I think you're both sort of like feeling the same issues right now, Libra, but maybe aren't talking about it. Like I think you're both feeling work burnout. Like I think that's really the best way that I can describe it. You both have been working steadily and you're seeing success and you're focused on your goals, you're focused on where you're going. But there's a recognition that like the love that is around you or the relationship that is around you isn't getting enough attention. And I think for your partner in particular, they are carrying that weight, knowingly or unknowingly. They're feeling like maybe extra tense or testy right now because they're not getting a lot of rest. They're not feeling like things are making sense to them. And I think for them, there's just this recognition that like they have all this love for you, but they've been pouring their energy elsewhere. You've been pouring your energy elsewhere. I do sort of feel that like this is an existing connection where both of you have just like not been prioritizing one another. Now it is possible if you're single and watching this, that this reading is for you. And if this is resonating for you, otherwise somebody else energetically is tied to you right now, and they're going through the same thing. So there's an ability to be able to relate to one another. And this person wants to come talk to you. They want to like drop everything and like, you know, remind you of all the care that they have for you, all of the emotions that they're feeling, all of the other nurturing that they're looking to give. But it's like finding that time, finding the right time, figuring out what to say. I think they're dealing with a lot of things under the surface that they don't even acknowledge. They haven't sat with the emotions long enough to really like understand what's making them feel so tense right now, or what's making them feel so off. But you're facing in the same direction here, Libra, so take comfort in that. Let's look at the connection here at this Nine of Wands. Nine of Emotions, the World, and the Six of Inspiration. Oof, beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, you're both ready for the next thing. I think we've reached a point where we're done with, you know, focusing on ourselves. Now we're getting focused on how we can help each other fulfill our dreams, how we can find success together, celebrate our success together. And with the World here, how we can get started moving in a new direction, moving into that next chapter for ourselves here. And I think you're both ready. I think we're reaching the end of this burnout period, and now we want to come back together and really like celebrate all of the hard work that we've just been putting in individually as a duo, you know? We'll take a look at this Ace of Swords as well. The Hanged Muse, the Five of Emotions, and the Nine of Inspiration again. Yeah, this is like long time coming energy. I think there's just been like a lot of fear of regret should you not take the time right now to get focused on getting your footing under you, which is why both of you have been just like very work and goal oriented and goal minded at this time. But you're both ready for a rest from that, I think. And again, both ready to like start talking about what that next phase looks like for you, how we're going to go about starting to create more of a foundation for ourselves at home, and like come back together. This to me energetically feels like a partnership or a pair that have, you know, been taking some time apart just to be able to like work on your own things, but now we're getting ready to come back together so that we can celebrate all of that hard work and get focused on what we're going to do moving forward as a pair. Take one last message from the universe for you here before we close this one up. Queen of Cups, the Tower, and the Magician. So a shift is about to happen here, Libra, which is fairly consistent with everything else the cards have been saying. There's going to be a realization that like now we need to come back together and share that tenderness and share that love and get back to reminding ourselves of the importance of being able to succeed together, if that makes sense. The recognition that like the whole is only as great as the sum of its parts. Like that's not really how that expression goes, but that when you can come together, you're going to be able to achieve so much more. You are going to be on better footing and in better standing than you recognize you are, because you've just been focusing on what you are doing instead of the power and magic that comes from uniting with somebody else who is also in that doing mindset. So things are about to change here. If you've been in a big work burnout recently and really just putting a lot of energy into achieving things and getting through your goals, and your partner or prospective partner has sort of been doing the same, we're about to start to come back together and work together into the future, as opposed to being on two separate paths running parallel. I hope this is helpful to you, Libra, and we'll see you next week.